Okay, the reason, sorry this is done 2 videos, my phone just cut out, but I was talking about the reason why the sand spit doesn't reach right across the estuary, and that's because you've got the current from the river running right down through to the sea. So that current is really strong and it will stop any deposition, any sediment sort of building up here. So that's a little bit about longshore drift from north to south, and it's quite powerful, quite big waves. The other factor that affects the rate of erosion is the fact that off the coast here is a really, really deep sea. So it's got a really deep sea, so there's less friction as the waves approach the shore. And so the waves that hit the coast are really, really strong. We also get a lot of our big storms from the northeast, and this coast is exposed to those northeasterly storms. So when there's a massive winter storm, it literally just batters this stretch of coastline. So all of those factors together have caused a big problem for the Holderness Coast. So what's happened, there's loads of sort of towns, tourist, like holiday parks, caravan parks, that sort of thing along the Holderness Coast, really popular with visitors. There's also nature reserves and stuff down here, there's sand dunes and things. So obviously they don't want this coastline to keep disappearing. So what they've done is they've put in some sea defences like we've done at Sidmouth. So if I turn to look at this, so basically this is the coastline, this is the sea, this dotted bit is the beach. They've put 2 rock groins at a place called Mappleton, which is a village which is quite a touristy village. They wanted to protect Mappleton and stop it from being eroded. So they built these big rock groins sticking out into the sea like the ones we have at Sidmouth. Not the ones that are like the islands, the ones that stick out at right angles. And the aim of that is to trap sediment as it's moving from north to south. So the direction of the longshore drift is this way, and as you can see the sand will collect on the northerly side of the groin, so the beach will get bigger. And if the beach is bigger, it means the waves won't hit the cliffs as rapidly and there will be less erosion. Unfortunately, something called terminal groin syndrome has also affected the Holderness Coast. Terminal groin syndrome sounds like an illness, but actually it is a geographical term for where this is the last groin, so the terminal groin, and then further south you'll see how the beach diminishes. Basically there's much less beach because the sediment's all been trapped on the north side. And where there's a really thin beach, it means the cliff is going to get hit much more frequently, and as a result the coastline here will erode much more quickly. So when you were watching the video yesterday you will have learnt about this, but I just wanted to explain a little bit more. So this would be Mappleton, and then down here would be where Sue Earle's farm and some of the other farmers that were talking on the video have lost huge amounts of land, up to 20 metres, because it really accelerates the erosion there. So that's a big problem for the Holderness Coast. Okay, so going back to the learning objective, what you should be able to do now is to explain why there is such rapid erosion on the Holderness Coast. So you should be able to explain evidence about geology, explain evidence about the fetch, the longshore drift, the depth of the sea, and the fact that it has narrow beaches. Most of you should also be able to explain the impact of human management and about terminal groin syndrome, and that'd be amazing. Okay, I apologise this is on 2 videos, but what can you do? And I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!